So the key thing for Holy Moly every morning is they write about celebrity gossip. So they need to know what celebrities people are interested in, partly for SEO reasons, because they want to drive traffic from Google News because they're funded by advertising, and partly because they send out a daily email or they want to send out stories that they will give a toss about. So part of their thing they do in the morning is use various kind of free services on the internet to find out what people are already searching for and that is popular at 9 o'clock in the morning. My two favourite ones for doing this are Yahoo Buzz. So there's a US, actually I should say, so if you want all the links for these, if you go to my blog on the homepage of that URL, you can find all the links to the services I'm going to talk about, so I'm not going to read all that. Yahoo Buzz has a UK and a US version. If you go to the bottom of the homepage or the right-hand side of any page on Yahoo Buzz, it will show you what the current top searches on Yahoo are. Since I put this slide together last week and today, they've stopped updating the UK version of Yahoo Buzz. So as they start again, you won't be using that, but the US one still exists. It tends to be quite personality-based. It's usually people in the news that are being searched for. So if that's the sort of thing that any of your clients or sites that you work on want to create content for, it's quite a good way of seeing which current people are searching for. Over on the right, you see the AOL hot searches stuff. So on the AOL UK homepage, they have this little green box called Hot Searches. It's really useful. It's slightly better than Yahoo Buzz in that it tends to have slightly more words in it, so you get a slightly better clue of what people are searching for. That's quite useful. Behind it is a blog called AOL Hot Searches, which, to be frank, is a bit crap. Or shit, I should say, to get a laugh after already. AOL Hot Searches, this thing with the photos, they only update about every 3 or 4 days, so it's not actually hot searches. If you happen to get it on the day and update it, it's quite useful, but it's not. But further down the page, you can find sort of theme-based searches that are popular at AOL, so they've got sections for TV, music, celebrity health, stuff I can't read from this angle, sport, and some gadgets. So if you write about any of that stuff, you can see which of those things people are searching for on AOL at any given time. It's quite useful if you want to decide what to write about. Google News is another good source of what's popular, so they tend to do what's in the news rather than what people are being searched for. If you wake up in the morning and you want a really quick way of finding out what the hell's the sort of the buzz around at the moment, Google News UK has got an in the news section on the Google News homepage on the right-hand side. There's quite a lot of, when I took all these screenshots, there's quite a lot of Prince William and Kate Middletons in them, I'm afraid. Google News USA is actually slightly better. If you click on the, which I think down the middle, if you click on the topics, the categories, they will open up and they will show you the relevant themes in that topic that day. So you can use that to drill down and find out what are the most important news stories about in business, technology, health, whatever section you happen to be interested in. Which of these tools works for you is going to depend on what you want to be creating content about. So you might have to hunt around if you talk about blue widgets, for instance, that favourite SEO example. None of these deal with widgets, but you might find one that helps you understand what people are searching for right now. The other thing that unsurprisingly everybody uses is Google. So Webmaster Tools is quite a good way of finding out if you're in the middle of a long-running thing that you're covering as a bit of content. You can use it to see. You can use it to see. Am I supposed to speak when I go like that? Or laugh when I go like that? You can use it to see what people are searching for that you're not currently ranking for and try to create content around that. So if you're a site that's producing a lot of content, you can suddenly use it to work out what you should be writing about. Google, so that thing on the right-hand side is the analytics page from Google Analytics on the day that Gillan Keith fainted on I'm a Celebrity. So we woke up in the morning, we could see we were already getting traffic for Gillian McKeith pregnant, Gillian McKeith fainting, Gillian tailforth topless, nothing like because I filtered on the word Gillian. There's no accounting for taste. And that gives them a really instant clue. You know, people are already arriving. If people are already arriving at their site for those search terms at 9 o'clock in the morning, they actually write something about that and get quite a lot of traffic, and that works quite well for them. And the other thing they use is Google Insights to look back at previous events. If you're writing about something that's happened before, you can use Google Insights to try and work out how people searched last time it happened. I'll show you an example of how they do that later. That graph's for SEO, that little dip for Christmas. You can believe it. No one's interested in SEO on Christmas Day. How are you lot doing? There's a couple of other interesting sources that they don't use every day, they just look at every now and then. There's Experian has a data centre where it's showing popular search terms on a weekly basis. They're always a week behind. They do them in several categories like entertainment and travel and gadgets. So you can use that to study that if you create content in that area and try to work out the themes that people are interested in and optimise for them. Twitter, because what people tweet about now, they tend to search for a bit later, so you can use tools like, I've forgotten its name now. Anyway, there's some tools you can use to work out what current search trends are. Trendistic, that's it, that's a good one. And Searcher tries to aggregate all of those things together, gives you kind of the dashboard to right now. It's quite American. You quite often get American celebrities in there. There's quite often some useful UK stuff in there as well. It's kind of very instant. It changes every few hours. So. News organisations tend to declare that what they're interested in, quite a cheap way of finding out what people are interested in, is just to piggyback on what they're doing. The Telegraph and the Guardian, for instance, show you their hot topics, bottom and top of most of their category pages. BBC, if you dig it out, has got a section showing you what's popular at any given hour of the day on their website. Again, you can use that to see what people are interested in right now. Don't bother using Yahoo News' most emailed thing. They have this thing where you can see what's been shared the most and what's been emailed the most. Frankly, it's rubbish. I took that the day after the Japanese earthquake hit and the tsunami. I can't remember what the first one is because I can't see it, so I'm just tidying monitor, but I know the third one's a two-headed turtle or something with 8 legs. So 10,000 people dead, and that's what that data shows you, so that's something we ignored. News Now do quite a good hot topic thing. They're a news aggregator, so it's quite a good source of data, and again, you can theme it on there. So if it's a subject area that your sites are interested in, you can use it to work out what people are interested in. Completely ignore Google Trends would be my advice to you. If you go to Google Trends, there's a UK and a US version. The UK version, it tends to be polluted with American celebrities and American reality TV shows, and so does the USA side. So for instance, there we are, a couple of months ago, number 6 search term in Google US was, is the ocean salty because of whale sperm? Yes, there's quite a lot of bare green bladders that always pop up, and it's terribly easily gameable as well. You see people gaming it all the time from probably some of you actually. So that whale sperm thing was a reality TV show question, bizarrely, and they quite often pop up with there, so it's not terribly useful data.